Hello and welcome back to IXL tutorials. This is Mr. Duffick, and today we're doing IXL T1, which is just introduction to surface area and volume. So we're going to find the surface area and volume of pretty basic prisms here, pretty basic 3D shapes. Okay, a lot of them are going to be boxes, as a lot of you might call them. Maybe rectangular prisms is what you call them. And so it's just a series of problems where you're going to basically use just multiplication to figure out what your volume and surface area is. So let me start with surface area here. There are fancy equations for surface area. You can go on Google and find them. I just Googled volume equations and all these came up. But you can find some pretty fancy surface area ones. I wouldn't encourage that. What I would do is I would just understand the fact that surface area is just the area of every face on the shape. So for instance, for surface area, we want to find the area of this rectangle and the rectangle over here and the rectangle underneath and the rectangle on the side and then the rectangle on the side as well. Okay? And so all those, or many of those, are going to be the same thing, but we just have to do the multiplication, add them together, and we'll be done here. So first, let's find the area of this rectangle. Remember, area of a rectangle is just base times height. So this one is going to be 10 times the height of 5, right? The shape is 5 millimeters tall, so 10 times 5 is 50. So this one's going to be 50. This rectangle here is 10 by 5, or 10 by 4. So if this one is 10 by 4, that means it's going to be 10 times 4 is 40. If we go to the back, that one is also 10 times 5, so that'll be 50. If we go underneath, that one will also be 10 times 4, so that's going to be another 40. Now this darker green rectangle right here is going to be 4 times 5, which is 20. And then the other side is also going to be 5 times 4, so that'll be 20. Okay, so now let's add up all the sides. We have 50 plus 40 plus 50 plus 40 plus 20 plus 20. Okay, 50 plus 50 is 100, plus 40 is 180, plus 20 is 200, plus 20 is 220. So our surface area total is going to be 220 millimeters squared. Okay, and remember, for area, our units are always going to be squared because we're dealing with dimensions. I know this is a 3D object, but we're not trying to find the volume. We're trying to find the area or surface area. So we're just trying to find how much space there is all around this thing. It's a 2D type thing. So we'll type in 220. There we go. Okay. Now this is volume. Volume is a little easier. Volume, as you can see here, for any kind of rectangular prism is just the length times the width times the height. So you're going to multiply all three of our dimensions together. The length times the width, how deep does it go, sometimes called the depth, and then the height, how tall it goes. So we just go 8 times 7 times 10. Well, 8 times 7 is 56. 56 times 10 is 560. So it's just going to be 560 cubic millimeters, or millimeters cubed. We have 3 dimensions with volume, so our dimensions are always going to be cubed for volume, or to the 3rd power. Okay, what's the surface area? I guess I can do this one real quick. Okay. This surface right here is going to be 5 times 1, which is 5. Same thing for the back. This one is going to be 4 times 1, which is 4. Same with the back. The top is going to be 5 times 4, which is 20. And the same with underneath. Okay, so we have 4 plus 5 plus 4 plus 5 plus 20 plus 20. 20 plus 20 is 40. Plus 5 is 45, plus 5 is 50, and plus 4 is going to be 58. 58. So we'll go back, and we'll do 58. There we go. All right, now back to volume. 7 times 10 is going to be 70, and then 70 times 10 is going to be 700. So 700. Okay, so on and so forth. What is the volume of this? 1 times 1 times 1. That's just 1. Okay, I'm going to skip and then skip some more. Okay, so all these problems are pretty much the same. You're just going to be given numbers with double digits or digits with decimals in them, but the principles stay the same. Okay, so, oh, and here they have another problem, but it doesn't give you any kind of picture, which is fine. It just says a rectangular prism is 9 long, 9.7 wide, and 3 meters high, or centimeters high. What is the volume? Okay, so 9 times 9.7 times 3 is what? And that's going to be your answer. So that is where I'll stop the video. So stay safe, study hard, and I will catch you for the next IXL tutorial video. Goodbye.